Hey everybody, Danne back again, doing another base scout and attack breakdown. This is against the number 2 base from our last war. You'll notice it's a fairly high level upgraded Town Hall 9. The only thing that's not maxed out is this Tesla right here. Decent walls and 10 and 11 Archer Queen and Archer King. Not the highest Town Hall 9 around, but it's the highest that this particular enemy clan had to put out against us. I probably wouldn't have attacked this base normally just because it's higher than I normally like to go, but because we'd already won the war and this base had already been 1-starred, so I knew where some of the stuff was, I was pretty confident I could get the 3-star, or at least a 2-star. I very nearly got the 3-star, as you'll see. So you'll notice right off the bat there's no double giant bomb locations, and so I'm automatically thinking hogs when there's no double giant bomb locations. In addition, because the base had been attacked, I had an idea where some of the Teslas were. I knew there were Teslas here, and I guessed that the 4th Tesla was here based on symmetry, and that turned out to be right. That meant that there's giant bomb locations here, here, and here, and then the 4th one could be floating somewhere out here, probably here or maybe here or something like that. This isn't going to matter for my hog raid. Those are put out there as a anti-GoHoWiWi or GoWipe defense. The reason they're put there is so like the golems are going to path this way and then on into defenses and stuff, but the wizards or witches and whatnot are going to continue to attack these because they attack whatever's nearest, and they're going to run into that bomb and die. But that's not a problem for my attack. Now, so we know where the giant bombs are. We don't need to take anything out to avoid them because they're just singled up. In addition, it's going to be difficult to try to take out some stuff with loons because their air defenses are very well spread. They're covering all of the defenses and they're high level, and so trying to take any of these out with loons is just going to be super costly. We're going to have to use 3, maybe even 4 each, and that's just, once you get to that point, there's no reason to. You're better off just coming in with hogs. As you'll know from my other videos, the next thing we have to look at is the queen. In this case, she's not super centralized. She is, you can pull her out from there, but she is pretty well defended in that she's got some strong point defenses around her. She's got the Wiz Tower, which really wreaks havoc on the skeletons, which are part of my kill squad. We've got, and then we've got the Expo, which is also going to reach up here and kill skeletons really fast. So it would be a little bit difficult to get the kill squad in on its own to kill her. And so that's why I went ahead and went with a GoHoWiWi this time, which means I brought a golem, which you don't always see with hogs. It kind of just eats up 30 unit space, and you'd think, oh, just bring 6 more hogs. Because what's the golem going to do? Well, the reason that you bring a golem in the GoHoWiWi is just to get to the queen. If you have a clear path to the queen, or the queen's not that well defended, then there's no need to bring the golem. But in this case, I felt the golem was necessary so that I could get my kill squad in to take her out. And so the idea is that we're going to bring the CC troops up to here. This isn't the ideal spot in the sense that it's kind of crowded and you've got defenses that, although not covering it completely, it's a really tight window. Basically, you've got a window of like this big where up here is safe and anything down here you're getting hit. So I wouldn't normally want to do my kill there, but I need to get my kill squad to come down to kill her, and she's on that corner. So anywhere else I try to take them, and if I try to take them over here where there's plenty of space, they're never going to get to her. The only other direct routes are like this way, and those aren't really any better than up here. And in addition, you've got a lot of stuff to suck your troops to the sides, so it's got to be up here. The idea is, of course, that we need to get some wizards on either side to cut some of this garbage so that our kill squad will be funneled in this way. So you're going to see that I do accomplish that to a degree, but the problem, as you'll see, is I didn't account for this and this being open. Usually if you can take out a building and the ring around the outside, that's good enough to keep the kill squad funneled in, because usually this is open and it's not kind of like a half compartment? Well, because it's a half compartment, the witches still thought that this was the closest building, and so they kind of went around this way and didn't go to the center, which is going to cost me a little bit. The other reason the witches went that way, it's a combination of two things. So one thing is that that's open. The other thing is that my wall breakers didn't open up right here like I thought they were going to. If there was a hole right there, then the witches would come here, and then the next closest thing would be this, and they'd start coming in this way. And that would hopefully keep them sucked in towards the center. Well, it turns out that when I scouted the base, I didn't look closely enough. There's actually no wall right there. There's an opening. You'd think that that would be a good thing, because then I don't even need the wall breakers, but it actually ended up messing up my plan, because I wanted the wall breakers to take out this spot right here so that my witches would come in. Because the hole is right here, the wall breakers, which I dropped around here, didn't come in here, because they considered this to not be enclosed, because there's a hole. So the wall breakers came down like this, and they were going to target this, and they ended up dying, because there's a whole mess of stuff coming in down this way. But as a result, this opening is too far away from the witches for them to consider coming in, and so they strafe on down this way, and it's not how I wanted it to go. As a result, you're going to see that the kill squad doesn't quite make it in here. We do get the queen killed because the king comes in and takes care of business, but the wizards and witches continue on this way. It's a little bit unfortunate because my plan was that the kill squad was going to take care of all of this, take all of that out, and that's also going to negate one of these giant bombs, because there's going to be no reason for the hogs to come in this way. I even brought a jump spell, which is really unusual to bring a jump spell in on a hog raid, because hogs jump walls. But the idea of the jump spell was it was going to go right here, it was going to straddle both, and so it's going to let the kill squad in to get the queen, and then they're also going to have access into the core, and they're going to kill all of this stuff right here, and then start distracting this, while my hogs were going to come in this way, and they were going to work their way on down this way, because all of this was being distracted and killed by it. It's a good plan. It would have worked, I still think, if I had been better at funneling my witches, got them to go this way instead of that way, which would have required destroying some of these a little bit better, maybe destroying both of these. So I should have brought, instead of just dropping one whiz here and one whiz here, I should have had another whiz right here so that both of these went down. And then also being aware that there was nothing there, and planning accordingly, maybe dropping my witches a little closer to this side instead of this side. The other reason I didn't get 3 stars, even with the witches not going in, even had they done that, I still could have gotten 3 stars if I had been a little bit more careful with my heal placement. You'll see as the battle goes on, I use a heal at one point when there's no giant bomb that has gone off. I just use it because I thought that the defenses themselves were killing my hogs fast enough that I needed it. It turned out I probably didn't, and I probably should have saved it for when the double giant bomb, or for when the single giant bomb hit. Because at the end, my hogs come up, they hit this bomb here, and it kills a bunch of them. It doesn't kill them all, but the ones that are left have severely diminished life, and they end up becoming easy prey to the king. And so that's the other reason why I don't get the 3 star. But let's go ahead and watch it and see how it goes. Alright, so the lure is going to come in from here. We pulled the lure, and we also killed the building, which is always nice. And then the anchor archer goes down up here. It's kind of hard to see that corner. That's the other reason why I hate doing it up in the corner. Like, you have to zoom in just to be able to drop troops. 1, 2, staggered so that they're killing. The kill goes well, like there's no messiness involved here. Wizard goes down, and I brought a few barbs too, so that you drop 1 barb at a time, just so there's always, if there's a lag in the skeletons, I drop a barb so that it can come in and take care and make sure that my witches are never targeted. So you see my wall breakers, instead of going here, they come in and get killed. Kind of sucks. Thank goodness the king hates the queen and like goes in and charges her. There goes the jump spell. But lo and behold, here go the witches, and of course the queen just like doesn't do anything to help. Here come the hogs in from the side. First hill is well placed. It keeps them alive from the wizard tower and that bomb. Unfortunately, this next hill is not so well placed. I thought they'd come this way, and unfortunately a bunch of them go that way. So that's just a bad on my part of not recognizing the hog pathing correctly. And then this heal was placed too early, so the bomb hadn't been triggered, so I had to drop another heal to keep these ones alive here. Now I still have a whole mess of hogs left alive and not that many defenses, so it's going to be more or less okay, but you're going to see here. Oh, ouch. Boom. I probably lost 25 hogs right there. Ah. Now there's still enough left to take care of some business, and thankfully they get in there and they take care of the town hall, otherwise this could have been a 1-star attack. I'm thinking the witch is going to come down and help. Oh, she's gone. That's sad. We've got the queen working her way around. We've got wizards. I thought that I had this. They took care of the town hall, but unfortunately the moment they moved to the CC, they were in the king's range, and because there was only a couple of them and they'd been severely diminished, one hits from the king and they're out. The queen starts shooting a wall, then starts chasing him, can't get him, starts shooting another wall. I mean, this is just, everything is going as bad as can go. The skellies decide to stop attacking that wall and come attack a different wall. I mean, it couldn't have gone worse here at the end. And now, instead of continuing to attack one of these easier walls that she was on before, she sits there and tries to attack this really tough wall. Almost gets through. Almost would have had that building. 99%. What are you going to do? Live and learn.